let's talk about some of the common mistakes or hurdles that people experience when it comes to manifesting. So a lot of the people watching this podcast will be business owners, predominantly beauty business or aesthetic business owners, and they want to have more success in the business. They want to achieve more. They want more clients. They want to earn more money. Maybe they want a team. So they're focused on these things. Sometimes people are manifesting or think they're manifesting, but they're probably doing it in a way that's not actually working for them. What are some common mistakes that you see happen often when it comes to manifesting?
I think the biggest one for me that I will see over and over again is people not being able to detach from the outcome.
Okay.
And we are gripping on so tight to what we've got tunnel vision, and we're like, right, I need this, and this is the language that they use. I need this. Like, really be careful with your language, because when you're in a state of need, you're in a state of lack, and you're basically saying to the universe, I don't believe that it's going to happen, and I'm in this state of lack. So you desire something to happen, you believe it to already be yours, it just needs to be delivered. Okay, so this is the first thing we're looking at. But that element of detachment, and we grip on so tightly. And I wrote about this in the second book, and talking about a marriage proposal. And I said, how can you accept a ring when your hand is gripped? Let's open the hand. And even if we speak about money, how can you receive money from someone if your hand is gripped so tightly? Let's release, open the hand, and just release that grip that you've got around the tightness around it. So I'd said to a client recently, let's think about plan B. Okay, so whilst we know the universe is going to deliver, okay, that whatever is meant for us is going to come into our lives, will you still be safe? Can you still create a beautiful life if, for whatever reason, this manifestation doesn't come to fruition? And we really started to just talk about it, and she was like, actually, yeah, because this could happen. And you could actually see the physiology, like the body language, her actual body's response to thinking about, actually, she's still safe in plan B. And what happened is her whole body dropped, and it was only a matter of weeks before she messaged me to say, it's happened. Yeah.
So that's the biggest thing you see then. So 100%. People they want something, but they're so attached and they're gripping on so tightly to that thing that they want that they almost hold themselves away from having it because they're so focused on having it. Is that...
I'd said to somebody, how about instead of us, because a lot of people, our automatic response is to be in a level of control. It's a safety mechanism. We need to know our surroundings. We need to control what's happening because it's a safety mechanism, and it's an element of fear of the unknown as well. So I said, okay, let's kind of work with this. If we're really kind of struggling to control the outcome, what I want you to do is write down all of the weird, wonderful, mundane, extraordinary ways that the universe could deliver for you. So instead of just thinking, okay, it's going to be just this way and that's how it's going to happen, actually, what if it gets to happen in this way? What if it gets to happen in when we speak about manifesting abundance, someone in my membership this morning just messaged to say she was manifesting like £1,300, very specific, left a message in the group to say, I have just had a refund from years ago. I think it was like a housing loan or something like that, and they'd overcharged her, and it was for £1,300 that she got the money through for. And how would she have ever known that money was going to come through from an old loan that didn't work or that had been overcharged? So yeah, just crazy how it can happen. Okay,
what are some other common mistakes that people make then? So we've got being too attached to the outcome. What else?
I think, honestly, I don't want to say not doing the work, but I am really big on rituals. But I think what happens is people see other people doing so. So they'll see on TikTok and they'll go, right, okay, this person's doing this, so I need to copy it. But you don't feel good to them. And they're not. And this is what I've always loved about what you say about a morning routine, because you treat it, as I do, as a bit of a pick and mix. As long as you're doing something, let's do something that feels good to you. But what I see people do is they follow other people's advice and they know that they're just ticking it off the to-do list. It feels like a chore to them. And I'm like, when you're doing anything to do with manifesting, whether it be scripting, whether it be, meditation, visualization, the most important thing is it has to feel good to you. Like, your energy has to feel increased, like you raise your vibrations through it, and you have to feel attached to your manifestation. Instead of following everybody else's blueprint, tuning into what feels good to you. Whether that is a morning, I mean, I love a morning routine. I love doing something in the morning, but I've also started to find an evening routine kind of suits my life better now. So I'm releasing the need of having to do something every single morning. Maybe I listen to a subliminal, and my favourite thing is to habit stack. I love a good multitasking manifestation technique. So skincare, I'll do my affirmations.
Yep.
When I'm in the shower, I'll do a gratitude shower where I'm literally just washing away everything from the day before, and I'm speaking about into existence everything that I'm grateful for right now. Then I will, as I'm making my peppermint tea on a morning, I'll just spend some minutes visualising. And it's about integrating these little mini moments of manifestation into your everyday and these habit stacking, so it doesn't feel forced. It gets to feel like just part of everyday life, because manifestation is part of our everyday being.
Yeah, I love that. I think as well, when it comes to morning routines, people start to resent their morning routines because they think, oh, I've got to do this thing in the morning. A morning routine for me has always helped me grow my businesses. And the reason for that is because my morning routine is simply about me raising my vibration. That's it. It's not about me ticking off a box saying, oh, I've visualised, I've journaled, I've prayed, or I've done whatever, I've read a book, whatever. My morning routine is about raising that vibration. And you're so right, because you can do that in the evening too. So I think for people that are watching or listening, if they think, oh, morning routine doesn't work for me, before you just quit it, before you just think, oh, sack that off and I'll do it at night or whatever, ask yourself, why are you doing your morning routine? What's the purpose of it? For me, it's literally to just feel a bit better.
Yeah.
And if that means listening to a podcast on the way to work, that's my morning routine done.
Yeah.
If that means me getting up and sitting in silence with my coffee and journaling for 5 minutes, that's that done. And I think manifesting and morning routines and evening routines actually really work together well.
Yeah, you're starting the day in the best possible way. And I've always found that, I mean, literal evidence has shown me that when I do something in the morning to help raise my vibration, the rest of the day flows in such a better way than when I get up and I'm rushing and I'm ignoring my own self and I'm putting, what I used to do, and this is, something that I've put a boundary about. I would get up and the first thing I'd do is check the membership, make sure the girls were okay first. And I was like, I could be the ripple effect when I focus on me. And a lot of mums suffer with this as well. I created a subliminal recently for the girls in the membership, for mums specifically though, who sometimes feel like they're just at the bottom of the pile. Everybody else, and make sure that everybody else is first, and then they're like, oh, okay, I've got some time for me now. When you fill your cup, you literally get to overflow into everybody else, and that's our power as women as well. I think is within the feminine energy, that we get to overflow and care for other people and nurture other people, but we have to fill this cup first.